The lion and the wild boar. Once upon a time in a deep forest, all creatures trembled at the roar of the lion, the king of beasts. One day the lion was stalking the open meadows in search of prey when it caught the scent of fresh blood and heard the rustling sounds of a wild boar happily feasting on fallen fruits beneath a tree. The lion saw the boar contentedly munching away, unaware of the danger lurking nearby. Silently, the lion crept through the tall grass, closing in on the unsuspecting boar. Suddenly, the lion leaped and charged at the wild boar. Startled, the boar bolted at lightning speed, but fearing it would be overtaken in the open, it desperately searched for cover. Spotting a narrow hollow in the base of a tree, the boar darted inside just in time. The lion pounded around the hollow, snarling, but its massive frame could not fit into the cramped space. It circled again and again, attempting to dislodge the boar, yet the boar remained resolute and steadfast within the safety of the hollow. Frustrated and unable to reach the boar, the lion eventually withdrew, its roar echoing with disappointment. As the boar emerged from its refuge, it noticed the lion's wounded leg, a small but bleeding gash inflicted during its desperate jump into the hollow. Seizing the opportunity, the boar charged at the lion, managing to force the wounded king of beasts to retreat into the depths of the forest. Triumphant and proud, the wild boar trotted away, amazed that it, once convinced of its own helplessness, had outwitted and defeated the very ruler of the forest. Moral: do not underestimate your adversary, for courage and opportunity can turn the tide in any battle. The Old Father and His Three Sons. Once upon a time in a small village, there lived an old father with three sons. The father worked hard every day to support his family. But as he aged, he began to worry that after his passing, his sons would quarrel over their inheritance. Worried, he summoned his three sons to speak with them. "My sons, the most important thing in life is unity," he said, and then led them to a pile of sticks by their house. He handed each son a single stick. "Now, try to break these sticks one at a time," he instructed. Each son grasped a stick and snapped it easily with little effort. Next, the father bound all the sticks together into a single large bundle and said to them, "Now try to break this bundle." No matter how hard the sons pulled and bent, they could not break the bundle. The father then explained, "My sons, do you see? When the sticks stand alone, they are easy to break, but when you stand together, bound as one, no one can break you. Remember, unity is the greatest strength." From that day on, the three sons realized their father's wisdom and vowed to live in harmony and support one another. Moral: unity is strength. Together you cannot be broken, but divided you become easily defeated. The Eagle and the Fox. Once upon a time in a vast forest, there lived a majestic eagle perched atop the tallest tree, surveying the land for prey from the sky. One day, as the eagle soared high above, it spotted a hungry fox on the meadow below, attempting to catch a clever little mouse darting among the grass. The fox, frustrated by the mouse's swift escapes, looked up enviously at the eagle, wishing it could share in its power. The fox called out to the eagle, "O eagle, you who glide so effortlessly on high winds, you can see all from the sky. Tell me, what prey do you spy up there?" The eagle glanced down at the fox and replied, "I see a rabbit hiding in a burrow by the stream, trembling in fear. My wings and sharp vision enable me to spot it even from this great height." Envious and bitter, the fox retorted, "You perch safely on high, eagle. Simply snatch the rabbit from its burrow and it will become a feast for me. Yet you refuse to grant me that chance." The eagle answered gently, "Listen well, fox. My strength lies in my wings and keen eyes, but I lack your claws and teeth for the chase on the ground. You excel at hunting in fields, using your speed and cunning. We each possess different gifts. Envy not what another can do that you cannot." The fox fell silent, then thanked the eagle. They parted ways, each respecting the other's unique abilities. Morale: do not envy others' strengths. Embrace your own unique talents and limitations. The Gnat and the Bull. In a wide sunlit meadow where wildflowers swayed gently in the breeze, a majestic bull grazed peacefully on the lush grass. Its massive frame cast a broad shadow over the field, and its low, rumbling breaths echoed through the air. One day, a tiny gnat, animated by an overweening sense of importance, flew into the meadow. Annoyed by the bull's imposing presence, the gnat resolved to demonstrate that even the smallest creatures can make a difference. With daring determination, the gnat buzzed close to the bull, navigating around its broad horns and over its thick hide. It aimed for a spot just behind the bull's ear, knowing that the skin there, while still tough, might allow its minuscule mouthparts to find purchase. The gnat landed and bit gently, sending a faint, prickling sensation across the bull's thick skin. Unfazed, the bull only blinked an eyelid and casually shook its head. With one effortless flick, it dislodged the gnat from its hide. The gnat tumbled through the air and landed softly on the grass, momentarily dazed but undeterred. Undeterred by the bull's indifference, the gnat pressed its tiny advantage. It circled back and attacked again, biting the bull along its flank. The bull sighed and flicked its tail in annoyance, sending the gnat spiraling away. Yet the gnat persisted, each time managing to sting the bull, though causing only an imperceptible irritation. Undaunted, the gnat continued its assault, buzzing around the bull's massive form, attempting to land another bite. Each time, the bull merely flicked a flared tail or stomped a hoof, gently repelling the persistent insect. Realizing its efforts had no real impact on the powerful creature, the gnat finally acknowledged the futility of its mission. Exhausted and slightly deflated, the gnat gave up on harassing the bull. It flew off into the surrounding forest, determined to find a new purpose where its energy might be better appreciated. The bull, to this day, remains untroubled by the tale of the tiny insect that sought to challenge its grandeur. Moral: do not trouble those much greater than yourself, for your efforts may be wasted, and always recognize the limits of your abilities. The Fox and the Leopard. Once upon a time, in a vast forest, there lived a regal leopard whose golden fur was adorned with dark spots. The leopard roamed its territory with pride. One day, as it strolled past a high outcropping surrounded by thick vines, it sensed a subtle rustle of leaves and paused. There, it saw a clever fox, moving cautiously among the undergrowth. The fox understood that the leopard was a formidable predator, capable of seizing prey with ease. If it were discovered, there would be little chance of survival. Formulating a cunning plan, the fox spoke first, its voice calm. "Greetings, mighty lion of the forest. You are glorious and fearsome, but tell me, why do you have no companions to guard and support you?" The leopard raised an eyebrow in confusion. Pride gleamed in its eyes as it replied, "Who would dare be my companion? I am the top hunter in these woods. I do not need followers, for I hunt and capture my prey alone." The fox paused thoughtfully before responding earnestly. "Yet surely you desire someone to shelter you from wind, rain, or enemies stronger than you. You need not hunt for friends constantly. If the creatures of the forest respect and stand by you, your safety will be assured." Angered by the fox's implication, the leopard retorted, "No one would stay close to me and live, for they might become my next prey." The fox smiled slyly and offered, "I challenge you this. Last night, a band of thieves attacked the nearby village. If you went there to help them, they would welcome you and become your allies. Whenever danger threatened, they would stand with you to protect the land. If you doubt my words, ask them tomorrow when the sun rises. Even if I flee, they will recount how I encouraged you to forge friendships for peace." The leopard considered this and finally agreed. "Very well, I will follow your advice. Tomorrow I shall go to the village." At dawn, the leopard made its way to the village beneath the great trees. The villagers, though initially fearful, embraced the leopard's presence. They offered shelter and pledged to help protect the village from any lurking threats in the forest. As days passed, the leopard felt a warmth in its heart. It gained loyal companions who guarded and supported it. The leopard realized that the fox's wisdom was true. Moral strength alone is not enough. True friends provide support and security in life.